Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are talking right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com. We're previewing Week 7 in college football, and Troy West is our resident Pac-12 expert. Pac-12, though, has been wacky as hell this year, so I don't know if there is a Pac-12 expert in existence right now, but if there is, it's probably Troy West. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
It has been a wacky conference this year, Pete. Everybody's beating up on everybody. There's without a doubt, you really can't predict much, but this is a game that I truly feel like I can predict. I've got a pretty good lean on both these teams. I've seen them both play quite a bit. This is actually one of my favorite games of the year so far, Pete, and with those, we're about 4-1 so far with our top plays on the year, so you're getting this one free. I like this game a lot.
All right, awesome. Sounds great. Yeah, and if there is someone who's been on top of most of the Pac-12 games this year, I want to meet this guy. I want to talk to this guy. I don't believe that this guy exists. All right, Troy West, before we hear what you have to say about this one, give a quick plug for allplayswin.com. Tell everyone what that site's all about.
Thanks, Pete. Yeah, we're going into our 8th season. It's been an outstanding year so far. We've really been selective in the MLB playoffs. We've had a lot of success in the MLB playoffs. We've been just above the 50% mark at college football. We're at about the 62% mark in the NFL. We've just been outstanding. We're at 11-3 with teaser bets so far this year. Really encourage people to come take a look at allplayswin.com. 24/7 customer service. I truly believe we're one of the best in the industry.
Cal is 3.5-point home favorite right now, and that's gotten a bet significantly up from -1. And of course, Cal last year was an absolutely awful team against the spread. This year, different team, a live team, but you know that they've impressed on the field and been a good bet at times on the year. But, you know, they're not really getting blowouts. They got a 1-point win at Washington State. They got a 3-point win in overtime against Colorado the week before. And Washington comes into this one off of a bye. They're playing okay. You know, they've been up and down like everyone else in the Pac-12, right? Their 1-point win at Hawaii doesn't look that great, but the Pac-12 has been all over the place. You know, people are losing as 24-point favorites, all sorts of crazy stuff happening in the Pac-12. Washington comes in this one off a bye, off a pretty decent game against Stanford, and Cal not really getting blowout wins. I was kind of liking Washington at the opening line of +1. Now it's up to 3.5. I'm scratching my head on the line movement. I think Washington plus 3.5 is the play here. Do you agree with that, Troy?
Absolutely agree.
Okay.
I could not agree with you more, Pete. You got to understand, this California team has not been able to stop anybody this year. Now, not many people have been able to stop them, but if you look at down the road, they have not been able to stop anybody. This Washington team, one thing they thrive on is their defense, their physicality, and they actually have a pretty darn good secondary. They're going to have some guys playing on Sunday. Shaq Thompson's a name that's going to be playing on Sundays. Marquise Peters is a name that's going to be playing on Sunday. This is a team with a good pass rush, one of the best pass rushes in the country, and a good secondary, which really plays into Cal's strength, which is their throwing game. They're not going to run the football at all. It's going to be really interesting to see California's offense against this defense. I think Washington, if they get 3 or 4 stops, California hasn't stopped anybody. They haven't stopped Colorado. They couldn't stop Washington State. They couldn't stop Northwestern. I sure as hell don't see them stopping Washington. I think Washington gets enough stops in this game, Pete. I think they win it outright. I think 3.5 is a good play. I'd also play a little sprinkle, a little bit on the money line, but I think Washington's the play. I think they get it done.
Well, I'm not going to ask you to explain the line movement then, because I'm sure that you don't know, just like I don't know, but does it concern you?
You know, I think a lot of it is the way that California is playing. This is a team that really no one's been able to stop it. And the way their quarterback's playing, Groff this year has just been outstanding. He's been one of the best quarterbacks in the country. People really are downplaying what Chris Peterson and Washington have done because, like you said, Pete, that 1-point win against Hawaii doesn't look very good. They had struggled against Eastern Washington at home. So I think people are really downplaying Washington. But this is a team that was 13-13 with a good Stanford team all the way to the final couple of minutes. This is a team with a good defense. I like Washington to get it done. I think the public's looking at it from a standpoint of California's putting up 60 in several games this year. They're going to do it again on Washington.
What can I say? I agree with you. I am a little bit baffled by the line move. I don't quite understand it, but not enough to push me off it. I'm agreeing with you. Washington plus 3.5 it is. Thanks so much, Troy.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns. Big money free betting contests year-round. A real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.